Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fintech Times. We are here at Sibos 2022, which is being held in lovely Amsterdam, and I'm very happy to be joined right now by Julien Jenoudet of BoardiGo. Julien, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us today. What do you make of Sibos so far? We're on day 3 right now.
So far so good.
Yeah.
Attendance is fine. We had a lot of interest from potential customers and from the press also.
Good,
so
good.
Yeah, so far so good.
Been a positive experience.
Yes,
There's so many
definitely.
people here and so many people to meet it's been very busy. But before we get on, Julien, we must give our viewers a little chance to get to know you a little bit better. So why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and a bit about BoardiGo as well?
So my name is Julien Jenoudet. I'm the CEO of BoardiGo, and BoardiGo is a governance platform.
Well, that's fantastic. So can you tell us a bit about why BoardiGo exists? I mean, what is it hoping to offer?
BoardiGo exists because governance and governance management has become central stage in recent years. That for two reasons. First, governance is a driver of performance, definitely. And the second reason is the increased regulatory pressure on the companies. So they've been coping with a lot of new regulations, and at the same time they try to do it right. Yeah. And that's what we do at BoardiGo. We try to help them be productive and efficient with their governance, and at the same time be compliant.
Absolutely. And how have you seen over the life scale of the company, how have you seen governance management change, or the appetite for it evolve?
Yes, I would say when we talk with customers, we can feel the need for a tool, and they've been doing their governance by hand, and they have full-time employees doing the job. Circulating the documents, sending the invitations, and so on. But now they are overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed by, as I said, by the level of regulations and by the number of things to do. So that's why they're looking for a tool, definitely. There are some tools on the market, but when we talk with customers, they don't seem that satisfied with what's on the market.
So what regulations are you targeting specifically with your solution?
It varies by industry, but here we are at Sibos, so I'm not a specialist of the regulatory environment of financial institutions, but most of the people attending Sibos are from regulated entities, and they all either complain or at least say they have a lot of work coming from the new regulations.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of how we can expect that to evolve over the course of sort of the next 1 to 2 years, where do you see the market heading, and what is BoardiGo's position within that journey?
The market today, I would say very few companies have a tool. Some, as I said earlier, some have tried some tools, but they are not satisfied. So the customers will definitely look for a tool. So the market for products like ours is definitely growing. In 2021, the market was about 3 billion, half of it in the US. And this market is expected to grow at 15 to 20% in the coming years.
In terms of the cybersecurity threats related to governance, what does the landscape for that look like, and how is BoardiGo's solution helping to mitigate those risks?
Cyber risks in governance are not specific. But compliance officers and corporate secretaries are concerned, as they should be. The 2 points to look at in governance are the way you share the documents and the way you protect the identities of your board members. Because board members have to sign, they have to vote, and you want to make sure that that's the actual individual who is either signing or voting.
So what technologies are you implementing to make sure that what you're doing is remaining secure?
We use a lot of cryptography to make sure that identities are protected. The way we do it, we have two clouds. We have a specific cloud, a private cloud under our sole control in Luxembourg. That's where we manage the identities and the signature. And we have a cloud with Microsoft Azure, where we manage the documents and the workflows.
In terms of the use of that technology, I mean, you're using the cloud and applying the cloud to keep your customers safe. What is the future of that technology? I mean, will we see it working with any other forms of fintech, or will it evolve just to be more of a standalone solution? And I think to really emphasize my point, I mean, is there anything that BoardiGo is going to be exploring within the next few years, aside from what it's already engaged with?
The next important step will be to implement algorithms which are quantum proof. Quantum computers are coming. Today we use asymmetric cryptography. It's very common on the internet. It's the same cryptography that is used in the blockchain, for instance. It works very well as long as it's not attacked by a quantum computer. So the next step for us will be to implement a quantum-proof algorithm. They already exist. They are in the process of being tested. I'm not that worried, but that's the thing to do.
Should companies be worried about quantum computing and the threat it would pose to their governance?
No, not. I would say no. I would say no. As long as the right algorithm are implemented, quantum computers will be available sometime in the next 10 years, maybe between 2025 and 2030. We have to be ready, but it's not an immediate threat. But because you asked me what are the coming threats, or what are we going to do in the future, I can see that's the next step. Yes, a new algorithm.
But we've got time to wait for their arrival and plan for the arrival of quantum computing at a mass level.
We have to do it.
Yeah,
that's we don't have plenty of time, but we have to do it.
Well, that's all very interesting. In terms of planning for the future, I mean, BoardiGo is come so far as a company, and especially as you mentioned in the beginning of our conversation about the rising importance of governance and compliance, especially in the face of ever-changing regulations. What do you plan to do in the future at BoardiGo? I mean, are you branching into any new areas? Are you going to be looking at any new solutions or any new areas of the market?
BoardiGo is both a productivity tool and a litigation insurance. And we have to make sure that we remain a productivity tool and a litigation insurance for our customers. A productivity tool means we have to be all-in-one for our customers, a one-stop shopping for their governance, so that they can do all what they have to do related to their governance within BoardiGo. And as far as the litigation insurance is concerned, we have to make sure that, as I said earlier, we protect the documents that are shared within BoardiGo and the identities of the board members. So all our developments and research is focused on those two areas. Productivity. As I said, the increasing pressure of the regulatory environment is for our customers. They want to address it in a way, in a simple way. They're looking for a tool, but they're also concerned with their compliance and the security of the documents.
Well, it's a really fantastic interview, and you've given a really valuable insight into the landscape of governance right now. It's been fantastic to speak to you, Julien. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, and I hope we can catch up again at Sibos beyond this interview. So it'd be very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.